All right, we're ready to begin.
Is there anything that the city needs to do before we go ahead and jump right in? All right. Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be here today to share the results of the city's most recent audit. I'd love to start with some introductions. I'll go ahead and start. My name is Lisa Carroll. I'm the audit manager for Team Olympia. I think most of you all know Dylan Wharton, who was your audit lead this year. And Christy, can I turn it over to you to coordinate some introductions for the city?
Yes, I'm Christy Wolf, the Financial Services Manager, and I'd like to hand it off to Rick Walk.
Good morning, Rick Walk, the City Manager.
So maybe we can just go around and everyone can introduce themselves, please.
Chelsea Yarwood, Accounting Manager.
I'm Alex Turcotte, I'm one of the accountants.
I'm Rika Thomas, I'm the payroll supervisor.
I am Aubrey Collier, I'm the city engineer.
I'm Scott Eager, Public Works Director.
Now we have the mayor.
Yep, we also have Mayor Andy Ryder here today too.
Perfect. Great. Well, thank you all so much again for being here. We appreciate your participation in this meeting. So if there are any questions that come up, feel free to speak up throughout. We're happy to answer those as we go. I also want to mention that there was a packet of information that was sent over earlier today. We have a PowerPoint presentation that's going to walk us through all of that information. So if you want to follow along in that packet, that's totally fine. But everything that you'll need to know will essentially be on the screen for you. So you don't really need it to walk through this. So Dylan, do you have permissions to share your screen? Oh, you're muted.
And I'm getting that pulled up right now. Just making sure I'm on the right screen.
All right. I can see that, so I'm going to guess everyone else can too.
I can.
Okay, perfect. Great. So we'll go ahead and jump right in. So one of the most important things about our audits is their role to increase trust in government. And our audits are able to do this because the public trusts the state auditor's office as an independent organization that provides transparent examinations of the operations of state and local governments. Another important role of our audits is their ability to identify areas where efficiency can be improved and you can be more effective in complying with requirements. And our audits also tell us where you are already working efficiently and effectively. So our goal today will be to make sure you understand the results of your audit and answer any questions that you may have. And with that, I'll turn it over to Dylan for now, who's going to go through those audit results.
Thank you, Lisa. So our office conducted a financial statement audit for the period of January 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2022. The objective of our office's financial statement audits is to issue an opinion as to whether or not the information included in the city's financial statements can be relied upon for users to make accurate and informed decisions. We're pleased to report that our office is issuing an unmodified clean audit opinion on the city's financial statements, and this is the ideal opinion you want to receive as it provides assurance from our office that the financial statements are fairly stated and materially correct. Additionally, we would like to note that our audits are conducted in accordance with government auditing standards. Those standards require that we gain an understanding of the city's internal controls and process that it goes through to prepare the financial statements for audit. Should we have identified any weaknesses or concerns with that process that could or did result in significant errors in the financial statements, we would have been required to bring those to your attention during the audit and include that information in our audit report. But we are pleased to report that we did not identify any concerns in the city's process that would have required them to be brought up during the audit. Lastly, audit standards require our office to consider compliance with applicable laws, regulations, contracts, and grant agreements where non-compliance could affect the fair presentation of the financial statements. You'll see in your audit report that our office found no material instances of non-compliance were identified throughout the audit. And for reference, these results are detailed on pages 9 through 12 of the exit packet. In relation to our financial statement audit, professional audit standards also require that we share whether there were any material misstatements that were identified and subsequently corrected by the city's financial management team. And we're pleased to report that, again, there were no material misstatements identified during the course of the audit. We're also required to note whether or not there were any uncorrected misstatements that remain uncorrected in the audited financial statements. We have included in your packet a full listing of these items, but please note that we have concluded that these items are immaterial or small in nature and do not affect the overall opinion being issued on the city's financial statements. Again, these items have been shared with the city's financial management team and will be continue to be worked on in future audits. As part of our financial statement audit, we evaluated certain risks that we would like to share with you. First, audit standards require our office to evaluate the possibility that management may be able to circumvent certain controls, as they are frequently the last line of review. We are pleased to share that our evaluation showed no instances or possibilities where the city's internal controls were circumvented. Also related to our financial statement audit, we issued what is referred to as an annual comprehensive financial report, or ACFR letter, on July 28th, 2023. The city participates in the optional certificate of annual financial reporting award program offered by the Government Finance Officers Association, or GFOA. This program requires that the city produce additional financial statement schedules and information that are subject to audit procedures. And upon completing our review of the additional information and the financial statement audit as a whole, we will be presenting the city with the ACFR letter for inclusion in their final annual report and eventual award submission. All right, before passing the mic back to Lisa to close out our presentation, we wanted to take a minute to say thank you to all of the city officials and staff for their assistance during this audit. And in particular, we would like to thank Christy Wolf and Chelsea Yarwood, who were incredible to work with during this audit. They were heavily involved in all audit communications, as well as turning around all audit requests from our audit team, and we could not have completed this audit in time without them. All right, Lisa, I will pass it back to you to close out our presentation.
Thanks, Dylan. So we wanted to share that audit costs are in alignment with the original estimate that we shared towards the beginning of the audit. We did separate out the city's audits for this year, so we'll be back pretty quickly to perform the accountability audit. We're expecting a start date of roughly September, and an estimated cost for that next audit has been provided in your exit packet. Lastly, your reports should publish to our website in the next 1 to 2 weeks. If you've not already signed up to receive notifications from our office about when reports publish or other news and alerts that we periodically share, we encourage you to sign up. The web address to do so is on the screen as well as in your packet. And then the ACFR letter will also be sending over via email shortly after this meeting to Chelsea and Christy for that award submission. Also, when your reports publish, we'll be sending out a customer service survey. That will come to either Chelsea or Christy, or maybe both, but anyone is welcome to fill that out and send that back in. So when you get that email, if you want to forward that on to anyone who has feedback for us, you're welcome to do so. We really appreciate hearing what worked well for you on the audit, as well as if there's things we can do to improve our services, we'd obviously want to know that as well. And that is everything that we had prepared to share. Again, I want to thank everyone for taking the time to meet with us today and hear all about the audit results. And at this time, I'll turn it over to the city for any questions or comments.
Well, I want to say thank you to the State Auditor's Office. You know, it's nice working with Dylan and Aaron and Sarah this year. And we appreciate being able to work with them so well and have, you know, good working relationship. And I'd like to say, I thank Chelsea specifically for all her work with her team in pulling all that information timely. And getting it back to Dylan. And I think the support, I think the rest of the people that have arrived here, like, or that are in this meeting, with Scott Ager and Aubrey, and thank the mayor and the city manager for their support, so that, you know, we could do our best to get this clean opinion, and, you know, finance could get the report generated on time, and we could apply for this award. We thank for the timing too, that Dylan, you pushed hard so that we could get this submitted for that award. So I appreciate it.
Thank you, Christy.
And I don't have any questions, but I just want to echo Christy's remarks to thank everybody, thank the auditors team and Christy and the finance staff and all the other staff that's put the effort in to get the information and sort through it and make sure that we're, you know, following all the protocols and standards. I do appreciate everybody's time and effort to work towards this accountability measure.
And I appreciate another clean audit. Thank you, everyone. I'm proud of the city of Lacey, and keep up the good work.
Well, not hearing anything else, we will let you all get back to your day. Again, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us, and we will see you in a month or two.
Sounds good. See you in September.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.